Abuja. Hi, I'm Dick and Michael. First, we'd like to remind you that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365. And now on the details of the news. As part of efforts to ensure food security and stimulate economic growth across Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu has launched the Yobe State Agriculture Empowerment Program in Damaturu, the state capital. The initiative, which includes the provisions of agricultural machinery and implements, was part of a broader national strategy to revolutionize Nigeria's agricultural sector. President Tinubu, in a statement while the media head of the Vice President Stanley Nwokocha stressed the critical role of agriculture in national development and security, saying food in the center of security in every society. Speaking during the launch of the program, President Tinubu, who was represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, said the program is at the heart of his administration's ongoing effort to enhance food security, create jobs, and diversify Nigeria's economy through agriculture. President Bola Tinubu has extended his heartfelt condolences to the government and the people of Vietnam over the passing of General Secretary Trong, the former leader of Vietnam. In a statement issued by Special Advisor of Media and Policy Ajuri Ngalale, President Tinubu commiserated with Madam Ngo Thiman and expressed profound sympathy over the loss. He acknowledged the significant influence and effort of the deceased leader in shaping Vietnam and assured the people of Vietnam of Nigeria's solidarity during this time of grief. And now the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to all Nigerian state governors, their deputies and others to count over cases of electoral violence, bribery, vote buying and a conspiracy during the chaotic 2023 general elections. In an unprecedented verdict, the court ordered the commission to ensure the appointment of independent counsels to investigate cases of electoral violence and other state governors and their deputies during the last year's general elections. And our Katsina state government has announced plans to partner with both foreign and indigenous companies to establish independent power plants for domestic and industrial use. The general manager of the State's Rural Electricity Board, Abubakar Matuzu, stated that the power plant, once established, will generate electricity to ensure the constant power supply and benefiting both households and industrial growth. And from that, the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center has condemned the recent removal of Senator Ali Ndume as the Senate's chief whip, accusing the upper legislative chamber under Godswill Akpabio's leadership of stifling dissent voices and undermining democratic representation. In a statement signed by its executive director, Anwar Musa, the center alleged that Ndume's removal demonstrates a trend of silencing senators and preventing them from Nigeria's people from their elected to serve, likening such to autocracy. The youth wing of the All Progressive Congress in Plateau State has urged President Bola Tinubu to intervene in the crisis rocking the State House of Assembly. In a press statement in just the state capital, Gwalo Moshak, the youth demanded the prompt swearing in of APC House of Assembly members. A group also called for action regarding the replacement of Senator Simon Lalong, who resigned as the Minister of Labour. The Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency has confirmed that 19 crew members on a drilling rig escaped dead following a fire outbreak at the facility of Ajakpa field located in All Mining Lease 90 offshore in Delta State. Head of Public Relations of the agency, Osaki Edward, who made the confirmation in a statement, says the agency had launched the investigation into the cause of the incident. However, from that, the Semaya Area Command of Nigeria's Immigration Service says it has received 66 trafficked Nigerians from Ghana. The 66 trafficked Nigerians arrived at the Semekarake joined by the Post Office of Immigration with 59 women, children, and 7 young men among the 66 returnees. The area controller of the Semi-Command of the Service, Abdullah Adamo, noted that the rescue effort were in collaboration with Nigeria's High Commissioner in Ghana. A senior advocate of Nigeria and the former General Secretary of the Nigerian Bar Association, Afam Osigwe, has emerged as the president-elect in the associations. The 2024 NBA election was held online, with voting starting at 12 a.m. on Saturday and ending at 11:59 p.m. As of the final compilation at 12:40 a.m. on Sunday, Osigwe secured 20,435 votes, defeating his closest rival, with the chairman of the NBA Institute of Continuing Legal Education Governing Council, Tobina Origikwe, who garnered 10,998 votes. The Nigerian police say in the last 6 weeks they have arrested 307 armed robbery suspects and 296 kidnapping suspects. 301 homicide suspect, 176 rape and defilement suspect, and 204 suspected cultists. A force public relations officer, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Alo Maria, stated these while parading the 35 suspects arrested by the Force Intelligence Department and Intelligence Response Team in Abuja. Our correspondent, Kikela Mercari, now reports.
The Force Public Relations Officer, ACP Muyiwa Adejobi, says they recovered 284 firearms, 6,702 ammunitions of various calibers, 107 vehicles, and rescued 97 victims. Adejobi highlighted the progress made in the force effort to combat crime in Nigeria. We attributed the successes to the implementation of policies and anti-crime strategies by the Inspector General of Police, which have been paying off.
In the last 6 weeks, the Nigerian Police Force has arrested 307 armed robbery suspects, 296 kidnapping suspects, 301 homicide suspects, 176 rape/defilement suspects, 204 suspected cultists, and we've been able to recover 284 firearms, 6,702 ammunition of various calibers, and 107 vehicles, and we were able to rescue 97 victims of kidnapping.
Adejobi revealed an 11-man gang syndicate who were arrested in connection with stealing and receiving stolen items. Attesting to the crime, Mustafa Usman, the son of a retired uniform officer, says their group specializes in visiting construction sites and stealing metals and rods used in the construction. They are also involved in receiving and selling stolen electrical products and household appliances.
No, I raise it inside my room. I'm not just wearing it. I'm not wearing it.
But you call yourself soldier.
Well, that's why they call you soldier. Why did you choose the name soldier and you are not a soldier? No, the time they arrested me, they have already used to call me with this name, soldier. No, it's only me that they arrested. Yes, for sub-target, they contrast the uniform with me.
The Nigerian Police Force, under the present leadership, has been committed to executing its statutory mandate as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of.
The parade of suspects serves as a testament to the force's dedication to ensuring public safety and security in Nigeria. Items recovered include 284 firearms, 6,702 ammunitions of various calibers, 107 vehicles, 1 AK-47 with magazines, sledgehammer, carjack, among others. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
The House of Representatives Joint Committee investigating the arbitrary increase of cement prices in the country has blamed the laxity and efficiency of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission for the high costs of the commodity. The Commission has also requested documents on the cost of production from major manufacturers of cement to ascertain if the production cost justifies the high price of the commodity in the market. It noted that the companies should provide details of all imported components for the production of cement at the prices from 2020 to that. The committee further demanded that the companies should also provide details of local components for the production of cement and their prices in naira and dollars, if any, in the period under review. The federal government, through the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative, will spend an estimated sum of 45 billion naira on the free conversion of 30,000 commercial transport vehicles within the next 90 days. After the first back-to-park CNG conversion rally in Kaduna, where 100 conversion kits were distributed free of charge to commercial transport workers, another 150 kits were distributed to members of the transport unions in Lagos. A presidential initiative targets commercial vehicles with partners in various states with a target to convert 250,000 vehicles per year. And now Nigerians have called out the chief executive of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Authority, Farouk Ahmed, for saying the diesel produced by $20 billion Dangote refinery is inferior to the ones imported into the country. It appears Ahmed incurred the wrath of Nigerians who accuse him of trying to market the refinery owned by Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote. Ahmed had told the Dangote refinery that the federal government will not stop the importation of petroleum products, saying Nigeria cannot depend on the refinery to feed the nation. The agency also said the diesel from the Dangote refinery contains a high sulfur content of about 1,000 parts per million. The Minister of Solid Mineral Development, Dela Alake, says the nationwide onslaught of the federal government against illegal mining has gathered momentum with the arrest of several suspects allegedly involved in the illegal mining of gold in Yaba East local government area in Kogi State. He said that the operation carried out by the mining marshals in Iyo, Dobe, is on a community of the local government area involved in dislodging illegal miners whose activities have prevented lawfully authorities miners with license covering 4 cadastral units from accessing the site for 16 years. Our correspondent Kikedome has details.
The Minister of Solid Mineral Development, Dele Alake, says reports indicate that the nefarious activities have gone unhindered for over 20 years. The well-coordinated operations led by Commander Mining Marshal ACC Atta John Onoja resulted in the arrest of 7 suspects heading different groups of illegal miners in the area. Following the successful operations, site workers were given 5 days to completely vacate the site as operations to effectively secure the areas and ensure it is fully recovered for lawful mining activities to commence. It could be recalled that a similar operations was carried out recently by the mining marshal in Umonochi local government area of Abia State, leading to the arrest of 8 Chinese nationals and a Nigerian suspected to be involved in illegal mining. The trial of the suspects commenced last week at the Federal High Court, Abuja Division, and they were remanded in Kuje Prison until adjourned date. The Ministry of Solid Mineral Development, under the leadership of Dele Alake, says it is committed to fight the menace of illegal mining headlong and bring culprits to book. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
You're watching News Cycle coming to you live from the Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global Television Nigeria and other handles now shown on the screen. When News Cycle returns, Bangladeshi court scraps job quotas following violent clashes. We'll bring you these and other top stories right after this break. Do stay with us.
For an insightful idea that takes the center stage and the conversation that gets beyond the headlines, to explore the lasting impact of political decisions, Big Talk got you covered. From policy debates to geopolitical insights, from thought-provoking discussions to actionable insight.
What is the real responsibility of government?
Big Talk delves deep into the heart of the matter. Join us weekdays on Global Televisions from 6:30 p.m. for a reverting journey into the heart of politics, where we dissect issues shaping our society.
And well-investigated stories. Look no further than Global Television. Dive deep into issues with our in-depth analysis and stay informed with our educational and interesting programs. Join us on Global Television, where quality content meets excellence. Follow us on all our social media platforms to stay connected and never miss an update. Global Television, Nigeria, our pride.
And thank you for staying with us on News Cycle. Now to foreign scene, the United States Geological Survey says a 6.2 magnitude earthquakes had struck the Guatemala, with the tremor also felt and the Nicaragua. No casualties or damage were, however, reported in the three countries. Bangladesh top court has scrapped most of the quarters and government jobs that had sparked violent clashes across the country that have killed more than 100 people. A third of public sector jobs has been reserved for the relatives of veterans from the country's war for independence from the Pakistans in 1971. However, the court has ruled out just 5% of the roles that can be reserved for veterans' relatives. The Law Minister Anishu said he welcomed the verdict. It is unclear how protesters will respond, with at least one student leader calling for demonstrations to continue. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has warned protesters that they will be, in his words, playing with fire if they press ahead with plans to stage an anti-corruption march to Parliament on Tuesday. The young Ugandans have been organizing the march on social media to demand an end to corruption in government. They've been partly inspired by their counterpart in Namarin, Kenya, who organized massive demonstration that forced President William Ruto to drop the plans to increase the taxes. The protests have since morphed into calls for his resignation. In a televised address, Museveni warned the Ugandan organizers that their planned protests will not be tolerated. The Ugandan president is accused by his critics of ruling Uganda with an iron hand since taking power in 1986, but his supporters praise him for maintaining stability in the East African nation. Israeli fighter jets have struck the off military target near the Yemen's port, killing at least 3 people and wounding 87. A day after a drone launched by the Iranian-backed group hit Israeli economic hub Al Aviv. Most of the wounded suffered severe burns in airstrikes that targeted all facilities on a power station. Away from that, the federal government has announced that the First National Agricultural Land Development Authority Institute of Agribusiness and Entrepreneurship will begin operations in September this year. The Executive Secretary of the Institute, Paul Ikone, who disclosed this to journalists in Abuja, explained that the establishment of the institute was to support the growth and development of agribusiness in Nigeria by transforming agriculture into a modern and appealing career path for the youth. He said the institute will be to establish in the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria, adding that the first Institute of Agribusiness and Entrepreneurship will begin activities in the Abia State in the next 2 months. The Council for Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria have expressed concern over the incessant building collapse in the country, stating that Nigeria cannot investigate such incidents. President of the Council, Professor Sadiq Abubakar, stated that the building collapse is not peculiar to Nigeria, but the country's inability to investigate and prosecute those responsible is a major challenge. And now the president of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has claimed that substandard petroleum products are being imported into the country and sold to unsuspecting Nigerians. Dangote made the claim during a visit of the leadership of the House of Representatives led by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas and his deputy Benjamin Kalu to the Dangote refinery in Lagos State. The business tycoon said there was a need for an investigation to be carried out to determine if there are some saboteurs in the oil sector or to find out if there are ulterior motive to demarcate its business. He also said that the best way to determine the quality of product being imported and sold to Nigerians is by going to filling stations and buying and testing them. And now to sports. Nigeria's foremost polo club, the Era Amin, celebrated another milestone of dominance in Nigeria's scene for 29 years as they just concluded 2024 Mina Polo Tournament. The tournament, which was hosted by the Niger State government, pitched most of the biggest names in Nigerian polo, an impressive assemblage of teams from across the country, which was unique in many ways. The United States came from 16 points down to avoid one of the biggest shocks in the basketball. His victory in a dramatic 101-100 victory over the South Sudan in London. South Sudan led 58-42 in the second quarter before taking a 14-point lead into the break in Olympic warm-up game at the O2 Arena. The USA went on 16-0 run to end the third quarter with a 5-point lead, but South Sudan battled back to go on 1 point ahead with 20 seconds remaining. LeBron James hit a crucial layup to put his side ahead by 1 point with 8 seconds to go, and South Sudan could not hit a late winner. About 6 days after Lionel Messi's ankle swelled to nearly twice its size during the Copa America final, The Argentine legend made a surprise appearance at the Inter Miami game to accept a plaque to commemorate his 45th major title win for both club and the country. Among Messi's 45 triumphs is the historic achievement of bringing Inter Miami its first piece of hardware last year, winning the League's Cup. And as a package on News Cycle coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja, we're on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on the screen.